Okay, hello everyone, it's William here again, just to do the weekly results for the EA from Monday the 14th to Friday the 18th of February 2011. Now, first of all, as requested, we're actually going to go into a little bit more detail in the weekly videos. We've only got a certain amount of time as far as the upload will allow us, so we're going to as much sort of detail as I suppose we need to. At least everyone will be able to sort of see the trades a little bit better on here and see how things have progressed and how things are progressing. Should hopefully make life a little bit easier. So anyway, we mentioned last week that we were going to be looking to do quite a few more trades than we have been, and I think that's definitely the case. I mean, this week, just having a look through this now, we had a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trades. So yeah, quite a few trades on there. Monday last week we didn't have any trades. First trade that we had was on the pound Swiss franc, which is the trade in this area here. We had a buy trade which took profit fairly quickly. I mean, you can see here the market came down, bounced up, and we managed to get target on there. So pretty clear cut on that one. The second trade we had was on the Euro Swiss franc, which I should have on here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Euro Swiss franc. We actually were looking for a buy. Initially, the market moved in our direction, as you can see on here, for a couple of hours, but the continuation of the move down, kind of put us out of the market in that one. We are actually currently in a trade on this Euro Swiss franc at the moment as well, which we did on Friday, I believe. You can see here as well, as I say, keep in mind with the risk-reward ratios. I mean, the pound Swiss franc, I can't remember the risk-reward ratio off the top of my head now. I mean, obviously, if you look at your platform, you better work it out. But the risk-reward ratio on all of these trades will always be at least 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio, although I think every single trade this week has actually been higher than that. A lot of the cases it's actually been 1 to 2, and even more so on some. I mean, if we take this dollar Swiss franc trade that's currently open now, for example, I mean, stop loss on there is what, roughly 60 pips, 63 pips. Take profits at 150. So that's over 1 to 2 risk reward ratio on there. So anyway, yeah, Euro Swiss franc. So we had one win, followed by a loser, and they were both on the 15th. Then we didn't have another trade until the 16th, which was on the Euro Yen, which is this one here. This Euro Yen has kind of been, I don't know what the polite way to put it is, but it was a little bit disappointing overall. I mean, we went long here, as you can see. Market moved up initially in our favour, came down, moved back in our favour, came down, chopped around for a couple of days. Then, as you can see on the stop loss here, it literally just hit us on the break even. And then what did the market do after that? Bang, flip back up, and actually would have gone to take profit. So, these trades happen. There's actually another example of that happened last week as well. I'll show you that on the other chart in just a moment. But sometimes these things happen. It is a pain, especially when you do literally just get stopped out, and then the market runs up to take profit. But it's just the way it goes sometimes with these on here, and that was no exception on that one. And then so that was on the 16th. So that one ended up being a break-even trade. We then had a buy on the dollar yen on the 16th as well. Which I believe I have in here. I've got this on the daily chart for some reason. Let me put this on the hourly charts. So this dollar yen trade, we were looking for a buy, and as you can see here, we unfortunately got stopped out on that one. So market came down, chopped around, and then eventually stopped us out down here. That was on the 16th. Then on the 17th, we had a dollar Swiss franc trade, which was here. Also ended at a break even. This is the other example of the trade that we weren't a million miles away from taking profit right at the start. We were looking to sell here. Market came down extremely flat. Eventually came back up. Only just stopped us out, although it did hang around the stop loss for a couple of hours, and then it came flying down afterwards. So as I say, similar to the Euro Yen, although this one did actually cross the stop loss a little bit higher than what the Euro Yen did. But a little bit frustrating, and another one that came down afterwards. Dollar CAD was the next trade we had, which was on the 18th, which I believe was Friday. Yeah, so the last trade was on the dollar CAD on the 18th. Which dollar CAD chart up here? Yeah, I do. So we were looking for a sell on the dollar CAD. Market came down, and once again chopped around. I mean, you can see looking at these charts, the market's been so choppy this week, especially, and there's been some nice moves, there's been some decent moves here and there, but a lot of them seem to be quite, sort of news focused and relatively short lived. So it's not ideal at all. But anyway, yeah, we had to move down. Looked to go short. Market chopped around, like I say, for 4 or 5 hours or so, and then eventually came up here and stopped us out. So in total, as far as closed trades, we do still have a couple of open trades, but as far as closed trades, then we had a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 closed trades. 1 take profit, 3 stop losses, and 2 break evens at the moment. However, like I said, we've got 2 open trades at the moment. We've got an open trade in this Euro Swiss franc, which once again, I mean, this Euro Swiss franc alone, if this comes down to target, will make up for losses on the whole 3 other trades from last week, and that would be just this one alone. Not taking into consideration the buy from the pound Swiss franc. In fact, I'd have to do the maths. Sorry, I haven't done the maths beforehand, but yeah, it'll come pretty close anyway. As I said, the risk reward ratio on this is over 1 to 2, so it'll come pretty close to it. And then we've got the pound Swiss franc up as well at the moment, which I don't have a chart up. So if I get this one here, pound Swiss franc. Yeah, so we're currently in a pound Swiss franc trade as well, as you can see here. So this is also placed last week. This was placed on the 18th. Both of these trades that are open at the moment were both placed on Friday. So you can see here as well, risk reward ratio on this one's also pretty decent. Stop loss on this one is just under 70 pips by the looks of things, around 70 pips. And take profits just over 150 or around 150 on there. So once again, 70 pips, that'd be 140. So it's just over 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. So yeah, as it stands at the moment, it would be a negative week with the closed trades based on the current closed trades. But if these 2 end up taking profit, then it'll work out profitable, that's for sure. But of course, these 2 that are open at the moment could end up getting stopped out for a loss. They could end up getting stopped out for break even. So we'll have to see how they go. I suppose it depends on the way that you look at it as to whether this would actually classify as this week. For example, if the trades from last week close this week, will you count them as this week's trades or last week's trades? Personally, I like to count the trades on the day that they were placed. So even if you're in a longer term trade for a month, I would still classify it as the the month or the day or the week that it was actually opened on, as opposed to the time the trade was closed. But anyway, yeah, so we've got them 2 running at the moment, and they're doing okay at the moment. I mean, that pound Swiss franc's up about 50 pips, and the Euro Swiss franc's up around 30 at the moment. So yeah, we just have to see how they go. And I think that's pretty much it, guys. So hopefully I haven't gone over my allotted 10 minutes. I don't think I have. And hopefully this new style of videos, as I say, let me know, guys, if this is the kind of thing that you had in mind as far as the information that we've gone through. Is it enough? Is it not enough? Is it too much, perhaps? So yeah, just let us know. Any questions, guys, you can send me a email or a message on Skype as per usual. Also, as well, just to remind everyone, I will be sending out an email about this at some point this week. Actually, yeah, we'll be sending daily emails now. So at the end of each day, we'll send an email just to say, what trades we've had and how well they've, how they're doing at the current moment in time, if they're still open, or how they did do, possible reasons for them being stopped out. And then also for the during March, we're going to be offering people the first 2 weeks of March for free for using the EA. So if that's something that's of interest to you, then just send me an email as well, or a message on Skype. My Skype ID is WD4X once again, or just go to our website and you can send a message through the contact form on the website. That's not a problem at all. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. Hopefully these trades that we currently got open will close in profit, and hopefully next week we'll have a good week, and yeah, we'll see how we go. So until then, take care and speak to you soon.